Mazda Roadstar Touring Car Championship League 2. So we've got Ginger Baxter on pole position, Stealth in second, Firepower third, Hodgie in fourth, Matt Palmer in fifth, Sideways George in sixth, seventh is Team Silver, and our race winner from the first race is Dan Bailey in 8th position. Let's get right into this one. Second and final race from Sardinia Road Track C. Definitely not Alaska. Here we go, guys. Revs are up. 8 cars on the track. And we're away. Fantastic start off the line by everybody. Everybody's got a great, fantastic start by everybody. Let's go back up front here with our race leader, Ginger Baxter in first place, followed very closely by Stealth in second, Matt Palmer, Firepower fourth, Sideways George, Hodgie, Dan Bailey and Team Silver in 8th position. So your top 3 guys having a little battle from the off in his second and final race from this track in the Mazdas. Ginger Baxter holding on to that first position, but the battle at the moment between Stealth in second, Matt Palmer in third, there's Firepower in 4th place. Oh, Firepower makes a bit of a mess of that corner, which gives the opportunity for Sideways George to get a little bit closer to Firepower, because Firepower made a right balls up of that section round that corner. Matt Palmer takes it down the inside of Stealth. Does he take him? He's definitely got the line. Matt Palmer, yeah, great pass there by Matt Palmer over Stealth. So Matt Palmer moves up into second position, followed very closely by Stealth in third, Sideways George fourth, and Firepower loses a position to Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey moves up into 5th position. Also Hodgie takes Firepower also. So Firepower having the right mare in the second and final race from League 2. Ginger Baxter hanging in on this second race. John doing his level best to pull away from Matt Palmer in second, Stealth in third, 4th, 5th gear, hard under power before this left-hander. Ginger Baxter hanging it on there. Oh, Ginger Baxter, great racing by him. Matt Palmer second, Stealth in third. So Stealth now getting chased down by Sideways George in 4th. Sideways George not too far behind Stealth, but there's a big gap there between Sideways George, and then we've got 5th Team Silver, Hodgie and then Firepower, and not too far behind is Dan Bailey. Don't think it'll be too long now before Dan Bailey makes a move on Firepower. Dan Bailey keeps it nice and tight round this left-hander to take Firepower. Firepower goes a bit wide, but Firepower just manages to hang on in there from Dan Bailey in that 7th place. 7th for Firepower, Dan Bailey for 8th. Riding the slip now is Dan Bailey. Is he going to make a move on him? Not quite close enough this time is Dan Bailey. But I don't think it'll be too long before he passes Firepower to that 7th position. Let's go back a bit. 5th place, Team Silver, Hodgie. These 3 cars on a great little battle here. 5th, 6th and 7th position. Also in the mix is Dan Bailey in 8th place. Round the tight left-hander. Second gear, back onto the power, up through the gears. Great stuff here at the back here between these 4 guys. Definitely the battle on the track at the moment between these 4. Over the start finish straight before the tight left-hander banging it all the way down to third gear. Team Silver just managing to keep off Hodgie. FirePower never look down the inside, does he take him? Didn't quite pull it off this time, but FirePower now is right under pressure from Hodgie. From Dan Bailey, sorry. Loads of cars in the mix here. Round the left-hander. FirePower keeping it nice and tight, trying to keep Dan Bailey off his booty. There's Hodgie in 6th. 5th place is Team Silver. Fantastic here, guys. Ultimate Racing League, League 2, and then Master Championship. Oh, a little twitch there by Hodgie. Does that give the opportunity for FirePower to take him? And he does. FirePower moves up into 6th position. 7th and Dan Bailey in 8th. Ooh, someone got a little bit wide there. Team Silver pulling away now from these guys in that 5th position. Let's go back up front here, see what's happening. So Matt Palmer over the start-finish line with just over 6 minutes gone in the second and final race. Good racing here by Matt Palmer in that 1st place. His nearest rival is Ginger Baxter in 2nd. Too far behind is Stealth. Great position here for Stealth in that 3rd place. Sideways George is 4th. Team Silver 5th. Closest battle 6th, 7th and 8th. Hodgie, Dan Bailey, FirePower. Thought FirePower's going to take a look down the inside of Dan Bailey. It's not quite close enough this time. Hodgie doing his level best to pull away from these 2 guys. Around this tricky uphill section before the sharp second gear. Left hand turn. Hodgie, Dan Bailey, FirePower picking up the last place. Stick with these guys just for the moment. Hodgie hanging in on there. Ooh, Dan Bailey gets right up the rear end of Hodgie. Really patting the pressure now on is Dan Bailey on Hodgie. FirePower still in the mix. Hodgie goes a little bit wide there on the brown stuff, which gives the opportunity for Dan Bailey to pass him, and he does. So Dan Bailey moves up into 6th position from Hodgie in 7th, and FirePower in 8th place. Let's take a back up front here. Matt Palmer. Car number 68, making it look very easy in the 2nd and final race in the Master Championship. Great racing there by Matt Palmer in that 1st position. Not too far behind really is Ginger Baxter, still getting chased down by Stealth in 3rd. And sideways George in 4th. Team Silver, Dan Bailey, Hodgie, FirePower. Stick with Stealth and sideways George just for a few moments. These 2 guys pretty close together. Nice and tight round there from Stealth. Trying to get in the draft of Ginger Baxter in 2nd. Sideways George 4th. Pretty close between these guys. Oh, Stealth Selfless goes onto the brown stuff, which gives the opportunity for Sideways Jaws to pass him, and he does. Sideways Jaws moves up into third, from Stealth in fourth. Team Silver, Dan Bailey, Firepower and Hodgie. Back up front with Matt Palmer. Nice lap times here from Matt Palmer, 57 and 58. Second lap times from Matt Palmer, great racing by him, going over the start for the straight, nice lead. No pressure on him at the moment. There's Ginger Baxter in second. Sideways George third. Stealth fourth. Team Silver, Dan Bailey and Firepower, probably the two closest cars on the track at the moment for the battle. Down to this left-hander and hard onto the brakes. Revving down into the second gear, just over 50 mile an hour. Firepower's giving it everything he's got to keep up to Dan Bailey. But Dan Bailey's super quick. Firepower's going to find it really hard to get past Dan Bailey. Winner of the first race. Firepower's doing everything he can to keep up with Dan Bailey. He's in the slip. Firepower now in the slip of Dan Bailey, 4th and 5th position. Can Firepower take him before this next left-hander? Is he going to be close enough this time? Firepower takes a look down the inside of Dan Bailey. Does he take him? No, he's off a bit, almost taking it between these two guys. Not quite this time, so Dan Bailey hangs on to 4th position from Firepower in 5th. Back up front with your Matt Palmer. Matt Palmer still in that 1st position, but Hodgie now is getting a little bit closer to Matt Palmer. These two guys pulling away from the rest of the pack. Ginger Baxter and Stealth on a great little battle, and not too far behind with Dan Bailey. Firepower over the start finish straight. Great racing here between Stealth and Ginger Baxter. Great little battle. Ginger Baxter takes a look down the inside of Stealth. Does he take it? And he does. So Ginger Baxter moves up into 2nd position from Stealth in 3rd. Dan Bailey 4th. Firepower, Sideways George, Team Silver and Hodgie. Fantastic stuff here between 2nd and 5th place. Not a lot between these 4 guys. There's nearly 13 minutes gone of this 2nd and final race in the Masters. Dan Bailey takes a look down the inside of Stealth. Does he take him? And he does. So Stealth moves back up into 4th position. Dan Bailey up into 3rd. In hot pursuit is Firepower on Stealth. Firepower takes a look down the inside of Stealth. Does he take him? I think he's going to be quite close enough. No, not this time for Firepower. So Firepower hangs on to that 5th position. Stealth in 4th. Dan Bailey in 3rd. Let's go back a little bit. There's Team Silver in 7th. And Hodgie in 8th. Back up front with your race leader Matt Palmer. No problems whatsoever for Matt Palmer. Car number 68. 2nd and final race, nice and easy for him at the moment. Just needs to keep it on track. I don't think there'll be any problem whatsoever for Matt Palmer to take the win in the 2nd and final race. Ginger Baxter. Stealth, Dan Bailey in the pits now, making a tyre change. brings FirePower up into third position. Chasing down Ginger Baxter. Almost neck and neck between these two guys. FirePower takes second position from Ginger Baxter. Oh, FirePower makes a right mare of that. Also, Ginger Baxter goes a little bit wide also. But FirePower hangs on to that second position. Even though he made a right mess of it round that corner. Palmer stood in first. FirePower second. Still out on the track and still getting chased down by Ginger Baxter in third place. Fourth is Sideways George. Team Silver fifth. Not too far behind is Dan Bailey in that sixth position. Stealth in seventh. Hodgie in eighth. Go back up front with your race leader Matt Palmer. Over the start from the straight. What lap times are going to kick in? So he kicks in a 57, 57 and 58 and 59 lap time for Matt Palmer. So good lap times here for Matt Palmer, keeping him well in the lead from the rest of the pack. Just over halfway gone in the second and final race. FirePower second, which I don't think he's picked yet. And Ginger Baxter not too far behind in third. Probably just about a second between these two guys, second and third, FirePower and Ginger Baxter. Sideways George fourth. Fifth for Dan, sixth for Dan Bailey. Seventh Stealth. And not too far behind is Hodgie in eighth place. So the guys pretty spread out at the moment. Nice and easy for Matt Palmer. Second position FirePower. I'm sure he's got to pick yet as FirePower. And Ginger Baxter high on his tail. Just a second between these two guys, second and third FirePower and Ginger Baxter. FirePower going to pit this time, and he does, so FirePower into the pits, which brings Ginger Baxter into second place. Fourth is Sideways George, but Sideways George is going to move up into, Sideways George out on track still. He's going to pass FirePower in the pits, and he does, so Sideways George into third position. Now FirePower, because of the pit stop, dropping down the leaderboard. Matt Palmer in the pits. Team Silver 5th, Dan Bailey. Stealth in 7th, Hodgie in 8th. Take a look at Matt Palmer in the pits and his pit crew. Tyres on, fuel in. While Matt Palmer's in the pits, Ginger Baxter moves up into first position. Matt Palmer now coming out of the pits into that second place, so Ginger Baxter First place from Matt Palmer, Sideways George. FirePower moves down into 6th because of his pit stop. Dan Belly moves up into 5th, Team Silver 4th, Sideways George in 3rd. Can Ginger Baxter take the win of his second and final race? So Ginger Baxter into the pits, which gives the opportunity for Mark Palmer to take the lead back. Stick with Mark Palmer. And he does, so Matt Palmer goes back up into 1st place from Sideways George. Ginger Baxter stood in the pits, Dan Bailey in 4th. So Dan Bailey moves up into 3rd position now with Ginger Baxter in the pits. Also Team Silver into 5th. Now 4th for Team Silver. Let's go, guys. Remaining 10 minutes of this 2nd and final race. Matt Palmer first. Not all too far behind the Sideways George in 2nd. 3rd, Dan Bailey, winner of the first race. Dan Bailey really on it now. Too far behind is Team Silver and Ginger Baxter, Stealth Hodgie and FirePower in 8th and last place. Fourth and 5th guys, probably closest battle on the track at the moment. Team Silver 4th, Ginger Baxter in 5th. Ginger Baxter got the balls to catch up to Team Silver, take that 4th position off him, not too far behind. Looks like Team Silver's pulling away a little bit now from Ginger Baxter. Hard onto the brakes before the left-hander, 2nd gear. Before hard onto the power yet again over the start finish straight. Ginger Baxter now getting a little bit closer to Team Silver. Can they get into that draft? Don't think Ginger Baxter's going to be close enough this time to make a move in before the left-hander. And Team Silver will hang on to that 4th position. Go back up into your race leader. Oh, Matt Palmer. Oh, so unlucky there for Matt Palmer. That's a bit of a twitch and goes into the barrier, so Matt Palmer moves down into 2nd position. Really unlucky there for Matt Palmer. And Sideways George moves up into 1st position. Good few second or so lead now for Sideways George in that 1st place. Great racing by him. It's coming up until the last 8 minutes of the 2nd and final race. Can Sideways George hang on to that 1st place? Matt Palmer in 2nd. Not too far behind is Dan Bailey in 3rd. Oh, Ginger Baxter goes on the brown stuff again. Unlucky there for Ginger Baxter. But manages to hang on to that 5th position. Getting chased down by Stealth in 6th. Hodgie in 7th. And FirePower in 8th place. Sideways George over the start finish line. With just over 24 minutes gone in this 2nd race. Great racing, Sideways George. Matt Palmer second, Dan Bailey third. Now then, got a real close battle going off here, guys, in these final stages of the second and final race between Matt Palmer in second and Dan Bailey in third. As Dan Bailey got the beans, get close enough to Matt Palmer and take him. Probably just a second between these two guys, nothing whatsoever. Uphill section, around the left right hander, next left hander, and Matt Palmer. Ooh. I thought Dan Bailey was going to take a look at Matt Palmer there around that section. Not quite close enough this time, but he was riding the drift over the start finish straight before the tight left hander. Is he going to be close enough to make a move? Dan Bailey, and he goes for it, hard onto the brakes. Ooh, Dan Bailey had it for a second there, but Matt Palmer just hangs in on there in that second position. Fantastic stuff, second and third. Matt Palmer, Dan Bailey, awesome stuff. Keeping in the draft now is Dan Bailey on Matt Palmer. Dan Bailey has looked down the inside again. Does he take him this time? I think he might have the line neck and neck between these two guys going to the start finish straight. And Matt Palmer still hangs on to that second position from Dan Bailey in third. And Sideways George still in first place. Team Silver in fourth, Ginger Baxter Stealth, Hodgie and FirePower bringing up the rear. Fantastic racing here on the Ultimate Racing League 2 Mazda Championship between Dan Bailey and Matt Palmer second and third. Ooh, nearly on two wheels there was Dan Bailey, giving it everything he's got to keep off Matt Palmer. Just coming to the 27-minute mark of the second and final race. But this is definitely the battle on the track at the moment between Dan Bailey second and Matt Palmer in third place. The rest of the guys are pretty spread out, so we'll stick with these two guys just for now. Oh, a bit of lucky there for Matt Palmer, hits the brown stuff, which gives the opportunity for Dan Bailey to pull away a little bit. Lucky there for Matt Palmer, but he was giving it everything he was got to keep up with that Dan Bailey. First place, Sideways George. See what he can nip in this time. Another 57, another good lap time there by Sideways George, another 57 lap time. Very consistent, Sideways George. Second place, Dan Bailey. Third is Matt Palmer, then Team Silver, Ginger Baxter and Stealth. Ginger Baxter and Stealth pretty close together. And bringing up the rear is FirePower in 8th position. Not a good race for FirePower in this second and final race. Not liking this track too much, I don't think, FirePower. So Team Silver, Ginger Baxter, and a great little battle. 4th and 5th. Oh, Ginger Baxter goes a little bit wide there on the brown stuff. Keeps it on the grey stuff and manages to keep that pressure onto Team Silver. Ginger Baxter, 4th place. Team Silver 5th, followed very closely by Stealth. 3 cars on the great little battle here. Let's see what's going up in first place, still Sideways George. still hanging on in there in that first place. Second is Dan Bailey, race winner from race 1. FirePower in 8th still, not a good race for FirePower on this occasion. So, Sideways George at the start finish time for probably one last time, sticking under the lap time of 57 in. There's Dan Bailey in second, Matt Palmer third, there's FirePower in 7th. Stick with your leader here guys on the final lap, Sideways George. Fantastic racing for this guy. He really gave it everything he's got to take the victory in the second and final race. Around that last left-hander, hard on it over the start finish straight to take the victory. Sideways George, nice one my son. There we go. First, Sideways George. Second, good second there for Dan Bailey. Brings it home. Third is going to be Matt Palmer. Stick with this guy. Drifts around that last corner. Great third there for Matt Palmer. Fourth, Gingerbacks to Stealth Hodgie. FirePower. There you go guys. We'll see you next week for the next round of the championship.